What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Rest Hold Podcast. This is episode 39, brought to you, as always, by your boys Tanner Fred and me, Zach Foreman. Tanner, great week of wrestling. Say what's up to the people.
Adrenaline in my soul.
Boy,
the prodigal son of WWE comes home.
Returned. And all you AEW neckbeard, sweaty marks out there burning your trading cards, get over it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry.
A lot of people are going to be hypocritical of us.
Twitter's got me
we were not the biggest Cody guys. But you know what? I bought in. I'm in on the hype. That's all it is. I'm in on the hype. I'm in.
Yeah,
they got me.
We're as guilty as any other WWE fan. When Cody was here, he was good. When Cody left, Cody was never good. Yeah. And now he's back, and Cody is a top-tier must-watch wrestler.
I think it was Corey Graves who said it.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. It was just like a couple words. He goes, from undesirable to undeniable.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to put it.
It's a good slogan.
Because that's really what it was. Because when Cody left to Stardust, no one really cared.
Yeah.
It was like, whatever. Like, it's Cody Rhodes. It's cool, but like, who cares? Yeah. But now, now that he's back and he's done what he's done, is who he is.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It is.
It's exciting.
It very much is. And I know that there's a lot of like mixed opinions circulating on the internet. You know, the IWC as they call it. A lot of AEW fans are upset. Rightfully so.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the guy formed your company. He badmouthed WWE for years. Literal years at this point. And then he comes back in front of 70,000 excited fans, and it's all as well.
Yeah. So that's something I tweeted out right as it happened. And it was, when you see these guys like Mox, Jericho, all the former WWE guys who were, Jericho was huge, so he's kind of a little different, but Mox was popular, but he was never the guy.
Yeah.
And you see these fans pop for Cody Rhodes. 80,000 strong.
Yeah, you might think about coming back.
Grass doesn't always greener.
And it is...
You'll never get that in AEW.
Yeah.
You won't, ever. I'm sorry. Like,
no.
That you'll never reach that kind of level in AEW.
No, it's just not going to happen.
No.
And, I mean, people can get as mad as they want about it. Like, we're not being haters. Like,
no, that's just how it is.
AEW is good at what it does. It puts on exciting, like you say, indie-style shows with, like, high spots, and that's it. Not a lot of, great storytelling, whatever. But WWE is selling out big venues, massive venues. AEW is doing like
Darby's Place.
Yeah, and like Tony Khan's buying some of the tickets.
Yeah.
So it's tough. And I'm not to say like the inflated WrestleMania numbers, whatever.
Of course, it always will be. It's Mania.
Call it 60,000 people. You're still not doing that at AEW.
No, you're not. You're not doing 60,000 AEW.
It's just not happening.
And that's the one thing that WWE does hit is like the casual wrestling fan will watch WWE before I watch AEW.
Yeah. No DQ on Twitter was doing a fun, we're canceling people's hot takes. And one of a hot take of wrestling that I saw, which it actually did resonate, right, was AEW's passionate fan base ruins AEW.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
When you think that through, it's like everyone is so passionate about AEW, and this is the best show. Yeah. This is what wrestling is all about. Like, the casual fan can't watch because if they critique it, if they say anything, if they don't like it, you're just down there.
Or even if they also just want to watch WWE. Yeah. No, how could you watch them? Like, and just watching, hanging out.
I just want to put it out there. That is strictly an internet thing because in person,
100%.
Nobody is like that.
Yeah, no, it's very an internet thing. Very.
If you ever attend an event, people are like, "Oh, did you see AEW?" And you're like, "Oh, yeah," and they're just talking.
Yeah.
But online, man, it is ruthless.
A lot of the people that like go, especially WWE events, are wrestling fans.
Yeah.
They don't care.
No,
like they just like wrestling and they'll just consume wrestling product.
And if I didn't see it, I'm not going to be the person that's like, oh, that show stinks. Like, no, just like, I'll wait till I see it. I'll reserve judgment.
I apologize if I cough a lot today. A little bit under the weather. Got some hot chocolate to try to make it better. But
the pod goes on. The show must go on. With that said, Cody Rhodes is back. WrestleMania weekend has come and gone.
It has.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's talk quickly about NXT first, and then we'll get into Mania.
I actually said let's get into it, and then I had something else I wanted to talk about.
Let's
really
go. Go ahead.
Roman Reigns. does he need time off? I know that they said, we'll hear more about the title on Friday. Is that just buying you some time for an MRI or something to see what's up with the shoulder?
I don't know. No, because I think for sure he would have got one on Monday.
You think maybe Drew just wasn't there?
I don't think it had anything to do with Drew. I think it's they really have no idea what to do.
Because do you want to go right to Cody?
Yeah.
Or do you want to play out what looks like Drew McIntyre?
Actually figuring out what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been that what they had planned would have been a physical confrontation, and Roman just couldn't do it.
That.
So
that's fair. Okay. Well, let's get into NXT then. Yeah. Like you said, Stand and Deliver or NXT the weekday?
Start with Stand and Deliver.
Good show.
Yeah, it was quality.
Good show.
Yeah, it was good.
Really good show.
Yeah.
My only complaint, which was my complaint going into it, 1 o'clock is tough.
1 o'clock is tough
because of the night of wrestling ahead of us.
Regular 1 o'clock is great.
I loved it when it was the Saudi show.
That was awesome.
Watch it and have the rest of the day. But knowing that I need to sit down, consume 3 hours of wrestling, then get into a small break, because it's not really a long break, because WWE does this thing where you have to watch the pre-show or you might miss something. Yeah. Granted, there was nothing this time, but that's a 2-hour break, 4 to 6.
Yeah, real quick, just on the topic of NXT, we're going to make a quick blanket statement and then we're going to move on. Nash Carter, one half of MSK, has been released by WWE. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going around. We're not going to be the ones to write the narrative about wrestlers' personal lives. No. We're not going to make statements defending or going against either side.
Nope. Reserving
do your own research.
For sure.
Whatever you want to do. But they were
the
tag
characters
champions.
And MSK, the characters, it is a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame
Definitely
for the product.
Yeah.
Again, whatever you will in real life, but the product, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a tough loss.
But they were champions, so we'll see what happens moving forward.
So they don't put the belts on the Creeds. The Creeds get this new feud with
Pretty Deadly,
which is going to be awesome.
Awesome. They're both really good.
And I know this is like, they have the look. These guys are going to be over.
Yeah.
They have the look. And Imperium, by all accounts, is breaking up / going up. Mm-hmm. So the tag division just got a lot weaker really quickly.
Yeah, it's really thin. And you know what? It's been forever. It's time for Legado to get the belts.
Oh, yeah.
It's time. This is the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. Get them. You got to get them. You actually don't have a choice but to get them involved.
Them or GYV.
GYV, Big Country.
Yeah, well.
But, like, what else? Because the Creeds are now preoccupied.
Unless that becomes the belt fight.
The belt fight, yeah, maybe.
Other than that.
Takeaway of Stand and Deliver. Shocking.
Dolph Ziggler victory.
That Dolph won.
Shocking.
Granted, that was all undone on Monday night.
Yes, it was.
But shocking.
Yes.
I mean, I thought of all the matches where I was like, no, it's the sure thing. It was Braun Breaker.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So, good for them.
Yeah.
Because that did pull a fast one. And once I saw the way it played out when they got Braun the belt back on Monday Night Raw, I personally felt it was the right decision.
Yeah, I think so.
Not because I think they need to have the rematch right away, but because I think the exposure to having Braun Breaker on Raw and winning the title, one, brings validity to the title, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Maybe you get some more fans to watch NXT. But Braun Breaker's not long for NXT.
No.
He's going to have a short reign, pretty dominant reign, and then when he loses, he's going right to the main roster.
I think so, yeah.
So that was getting people familiar with him, seeing his style of wrestling, and then,
Yeah. Bring him up.
Also fixing the NXT problem because Dolph's not going to be there every week.
Yeah, but Dolph wasn't going to be a week-to-week guy long term. So
yeah. What really shocked me? 2 real big shockers. North American title.
Yes.
So Cameron Grimes and the women's tag titles. Again, very quickly undone.
I don't understand why you would do that. What was the point?
Raquel's going to the SmackDown.
I think so.
So that's today, as of Thursday, April 7th.
That's the rumors?
Yeah, the rumor is that Raquel's going to SmackDown. So I assume this was a thank you, let's get you and Dakota the belt as a farewell, as a parting gift.
It was kind of funny, too. It's like, they were like, not that they made a big deal out of this, but it was like they were the first ever 2-time women's tag champions. Yeah. And then they were immediately not the only ones anymore.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny.
Was Toxic Attraction. Yeah.
It's funny.
They should have just not lost.
No, they should have just not lost, all things considered.
The match at Stand and Deliver was good enough.
Yeah, but like we said, during the pay-per-view, the premium live event,
PLEs.
the 2 belts that were defended successfully would have been the last 2 I picked.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other one being Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Trying to think. It feels like an eternity ago.
Yeah.
It's literally like...
Oh, we can talk about Braun's next feud briefly.
Braun's next... Oh, God. Guys, if you didn't watch this week's NXT, you should watch it. It was a good episode.
Yeah.
But Braun Breaker beats Walter in an instant classic. Braun Breaker's maybe best or second best match to date, maybe only to the one with Ciampa.
Which one?
The one at the Premium Live event where he lost.
I think the first one was better. Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, I think that was the best one.
So he's feuding with Harland and Joe Gacy, who kidnapped Rick Steiner. So just to take a step back, that was before Braun Breaker successfully defended the title that they kidnapped Rick Steiner. Would they have also kidnapped Walter's dad? Or Gunther's dad? Is Gunther's dad, was he released? They cut the ropes?
Maybe they did. Maybe they had both of them just in case.
I went from loving Braun Breaker and everything he does on TV to now I could not care less.
Yeah.
Not his fault.
No,
just
one of those things.
Joe Gacy is not a good character. Harland is not what they thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go too long on this because we are going to rank the WrestleMania matches, but...
Yeah, quick little tier list for WrestleMania 38 here we got going on.
It's going to be good. It'll be fun, but in the meantime, Joe Gacy, gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
I mean, I don't mind him as a character, not in your title picture.
No. Before we get to the matches.
Sure.
Today, 4/7/2022, Ilya Dragunov defended his title against Roderick Strong of the
How much do you think they had to
Dynamite.
pay Roddy to fly over there?
I don't know.
It's a weird one.
That's what I don't know because their styles are very similar.
Yeah.
Both very, very good. And I watched the match already. Highly suggest you watch it. Not quite on the level of Dragunov and Walter.
That was never going to be, though. That was all hype,
neither
too.
one. Yeah, not one or two. But very good. Very, very good. I won't spoil it because a lot of people probably haven't seen it yet. But very good match. Definitely watch it.
Cool.
With that said, anything else? Oh, Lacey Evans is coming back.
I did not see that.
Lacey Evans rumored to be at this week's SmackDown.
Oh, wow. A lot going on this SmackDown.
At least behind, like, the curtain. Like, she's going to be present.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, but that would be sick. Would like that.
One of
multiple women returning.
One of 3.
Bayley will be back.
Need her back.
Apparently, there was a lot of pitches to get Bayley involved at WrestleMania, and none of them, gained any traction. So that's a missed opportunity.
Bayley's been gone for, we talked about this, like 18, 19 months.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. And we need her back.
100%.
Badly.
I think you put her on Raw.
Right no. Oh, what? Really?
Put her right back into Bianca. That's what you were doing anyway.
I just don't want her to lose.
That's fair.
And I think if she comes back to Charlotte...
She might beat Charlotte. Yeah, that's true.
Charlotte.
That's a good point. Okay.
Any other returns? LA Knight is getting rumored to be brought up.
Yeah, which is great.
You would think, right?
Oh, no.
Managerial role.
For who?
I don't know.
I don't hate it right away. Oh, let's continue on this, but there's one more thing I want to talk about.
I think that wasting a guy like LA Knight as a manager, which again, depends on for who, is a huge mistake.
I don't think so if he eventually transitions out of it.
He needs to.
I think if you can get him over as a manager and then have him feud with whoever he manages for, I don't hate that. Unless it's a
that could be
female,
a long time.
Because then you have a problem.
Yeah, I heard someone say he'll be the mouthpiece for Ronda Rousey.
That would be a problem.
That would be a huge problem.
But I don't hate that to start. Because, I mean, he's good in the ring, for sure. But he's definitely better on the mic than he is in the ring.
Yeah, but on the main roster, that's kind of how it goes.
That's
right?
true. Unless you're the top guys. Yeah.
Roman Reigns and Edge are perfect examples. They've been carrying all of their feuds with minimal pre-pay-per-view wrestling.
Yeah, but at the same time, once you get in the ring, you know what you're getting from them. And not that LA Knight is bad by any means.
Yeah,
but
I mean, no, you're right, but I just...
It's not like... For LA Knight, it's like talking and then wrestling. It's not crazy for.
Yeah.
But Roman is like talking and then wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's like Edge talking and then wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's... You're not going to notice a difference.
Yeah. Same thing for Seth and...
Yeah.
But I think LA, I don't know. Again, it depends who, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
We'll find out.
What do you want to say?
This past Monday, they got us. They pulled one that I didn't see coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
Rob Lash coming out.
One of the most unexpected turns in a very long time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say since the Shield. But
no, but
in a while.
Legitimately, like when it happened, I was like, "Oh wow!"
I never did it cross my mind.
No, not even for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe
we missed it.
Yeah, but there was nothing there. But
no, I saw nothing.
But boy, did MVP do a good job.
Yeah, and as soon as it happened, I'm like, this is great for everyone involved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. MVP back on TV, mouthpiece for a guy who cannot speak.
A guy who needs it.
Who needs it bad.
Yeah. Great for Omos for obvious reasons.
Yeah, you're partnered with MVP.
And a good feud for Bob.
Yeah. I mean, I think Bob should win at the end of all this. He should win
lose the next one.
Yes. He'll lose the next one, but I think when it's all said and done, Bob should be the winner of the feud.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I don't think it really affects Omos any. Eventually, losses will start hurting Omos. Yeah. Bobby Lashley is not one of those.
I agree. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all I got for the week.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's get into this.
Let's bring you the WrestleMania 38 match tier list. We have a couple, good categories here. We have must watch. We have great. We have good. We have okay. We have bad. And then our personal favorite, the bathroom break. The bathroom break matches.
Go get some snacks. Go get some drinks. Go to 7-Eleven.
Make a call. Do whatever you need.
You got to take a work call.
Yep.
This is the time to do it.
This is the time to do it.
All right. Let's start with the bottom because I think these are the better matches up here.
Okay.
The Usos versus defeating Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura.
This is by no means any of their faults.
No.
And now I would call it a bathroom break because of what happened, but I'm just going to go with bad.
Okay.
And that's
I don't hate that.
And it's that's not any of their fault, right?
No, it's unfortunate circumstance that happened, but that's really kind of how it is.
Because I'm sure this would have been a good match.
I think this would have been a
good to great.
Good to great. Yeah, good to great, probably fair. Yeah.
It depends, but either way, it started okay, and then it just got rushed through. Which, before we move any further, can we talk for a second about how many video packages they stuffed on night one?
Yeah, it was really bad.
It was like a 2-to-1 wrestling to video package. I'm thinking we got like a full hour of video packages.
I think so.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Not necessary.
So unnecessary. That's what the pre-show is for.
Yeah. And
then maybe a quick vignette for your big matches. Every match doesn't need it.
I don't mind every match having a video package. That's not my problem. If you're going to do that, don't show me the video package for Roman.
Yeah.
Don't show me the video package for Pat.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I'll watch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Show that on the pre-show. Do your video packages for each night before the matches, and that's it. That's fine.
And don't run the full package every time.
Give me a snippet.
If you're doing a 7-minute package, you better cut that down to 2.5. Anyway, that was just a little pet peeve of WrestleMania for me.
All right, so we got Sheamus and Rich Holland versus the New Day. I'm putting this in bathroom break.
This is a bathroom break.
This did nothing for anyone.
This hurt the New Day.
Badly.
Did not help Sheamus, Butch, or Rich Holland, but hurt the New Day.
Yeah. Shout out to Butch, a.k.a. Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Because,
he plays the role really well.
It's a really horrible character, and he's just getting after it.
Yeah. He's playing the role
shout out to him. But yeah, this match
bull.
sucked. No reason for it. Mm-hmm. It's a shame they cut it night one, because I think it would have been better if they gave it real time.
Yeah.
But
which is, again, part of my complaint is you do these video packages and you
give them 6 seconds.
Match. 2 minutes.
Yeah, horrible.
2 minutes.
All right. The Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag won by Sasha and Naomi. I think this was good.
Yeah.
I think this was a good match.
I think good is a fair rating. I think that
it was better than we all expected it to be.
Yeah. Had potential.
But it wasn't anything to write home about.
It could have been far worse.
Oh, yeah.
And it could have been a little bit better.
Yes,
so the
absolutely.
fact that it finished good is...
Yeah, I think it was fine.
And, I mean, in terms of the winners...
the only, weird complaint I had, I feel like Rhea took, a splash with everyone else and then didn't go for, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's really what my issue with the match was. Liv and Rhea, I guess, were always the next challengers up, but they lost because they didn't get up for, 10 minutes at the end of the match, which... As a little, side note, on Monday Night Raw, they did the challenge the champions for a qualifier. They lost, But now they have the match again anyway.
Yeah, because I know rumor mill is Rhea's joining Edge's faction, which we'll get to a little later. Yeah. But still weird.
Yeah.
Weird way to do it.
Not great.
All right. Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn, anything goes.
Okay.
I have a weird one for this.
I might get a lot of hate for this.
I'm going to put it in great.
I was about to put it in must watch.
I'm going to put it in great.
And this is something, like, it is a comedy gimmick match. It was always a comedy gimmick match. And if you take a step back, you don't take yourself too serious, and you're going into it for, like, a laughable comedy gimmick match, it delivered.
Absolutely. I think one of the things I was thinking about this whole weekend, is this, like, the best WrestleMania ever? No. Is this the best matches on the Mania ever? No. This was a very fun WrestleMania. The way through, it was fun.
Yeah, and coming into it, I know like we were kind of hot and cold on it. There was no real skippable matches.
No, there wasn't, and other than the Sheamus one, but that was different.
And that's not their fault.
No, not at all. But like, I completely lost my train of thought.
You said, was it the best? No, worst.
No. Oh, like we do like for the last couple of years, like I've been watching wrestling very like analytically, like looking for spots, looking for matches, things like that. I feel like this was the first like weekend or anything in a while. I was just like enjoying the matches.
Yeah.
It was like a very fun event all the way through. So I think great is a very good spot for this.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I think that's fair. We might get some pushback on that, like, oh, it was Jackass. He was pinned in a mousetrap.
But it's like exactly what it was supposed to be.
And if we're being honest with ourselves, there's not a single superstar that could have delivered that match except Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn's the only one.
He did 100%. A phenomenal job.
Yep. All right. Roman Reigns defeats the Beast to become the WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world.
All right, guys. Started hot, right?
Yeah.
Started on fire. Very exciting. The build-up was there. Unfortunately, seems like it was cut short because of a legitimate injury.
On both sides, I think. Yeah,
they were saying Brock and Roman both got hurt. I mean, I know we saw Brock in the match was like grabbing his side the whole time.
Yeah.
Like every time he would move, he would grab his side. And then apparently Roman saying that his shoulder was out was actually out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a friend of the pod, you know how much I love Roman. But this match
I think good is fair.
I was about to say this match was just okay.
Okay, I don't hate that. I think okay is all right. I think it could have been so much better.
The build-up, the hype, and the outcome were all what I would have wanted. Yeah. But the match itself, I think just okay.
All right. I don't hate that.
Yeah. I hate to be critical because that's my tribal chief.
But that's fair. Like, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Like, sometimes, like, when it comes to it, like, just outside circumstances, just things happen.
It does affect the match.
It affects the match.
Same thing with the Usos, like I said. It's not their fault, but...
No. Bobby beats the Giant.
This, I think, is good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's okay. I think it's good. It was pretty fun to see Bobby be almighty.
Yeah, no, I don't hate that. Okay, I like that, actually.
And it was quick. You know, I didn't need it to be dragged out.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't too long. Yeah. It definitely was fine with the length. It kind of was just like Bobby's going to get tossed around a little bit, and then he'll rally back. And that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Nothing more to say about that.
No, there's no complaints from that match, and I think that is a good bar to have for a good match. Yeah. Can I complain about it? No, not really. Would I necessarily go back and rewatch it?
Probably not.
No,
it was fun,
but it was good. Yeah.
All right, triple threat Raw tag team: RK Bro beats Street Profits and Alpha Academy. I think this was great.
This was great.
I think this was a great match.
Very, very close to a must-watch.
I think it was very close, yeah.
But there are other must-watches
100%
on this card.
When you compare to the other must-watches on the card, they don't stack up.
It doesn't quite live up.
Yeah.
However, great way to open night 2.
Oh, yeah. Phenomenal.
They set the bar.
Yeah.
Those guys got after it.
Yes.
And Matt Riddle, one of the top 5 RKOs of all time.
There's a very good RKO. It's a very good RKO.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, really good match.
I don't know. Riddle and Randy are very good.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Randy having fun again.
Yeah, as like on Monday.
On Monday too, him doing the Finn thing, and he mouths, "How could you not?"
Yeah,
like you see, it's cool to see him having fun.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, the more I look at it, it was a good card.
Like, yeah, no, it was actually a good card.
Despite how long it was and like what we said on prior episodes of being like maybe filler matches, like.
And honestly, everything that wasn't affected by outside circumstances has been good or better so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's a sign of a good card.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
First must watch of the card. You don't think?
No, I don't.
Oh no!
I don't.
All right, give us your take.
I think it was great for what it was. I don't think you put it in a must-watch for the same reason I wouldn't put Knoxville in a must-watch.
For those who don't know, we're talking about Pat McAfee. For the people at home, we're talking about For the Brand.
Beating Austin Theory.
Then
losing to Vince.
So that's where they lose me, right?
Yeah.
That part pissed me off.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously, after it's all said and done, you see why it was that way.
But I don't think you needed a match for this.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's a fair reason to bring it down.
The only thing I could think of, and I haven't heard anything or seen anything, or Pat was like, hey, I want to wrestle Vince.
No. By all accounts, Pat didn't know anything was going to happen like that.
Or maybe Vince was like, hey, I want to get in the ring with Pat.
I don't know.
That's possible.
I think it was always about getting to
Stone Cold. But still, maybe there could have been stuff in between.
Yeah. Pat on his podcast, the Pat McAfee Show, streaming live on YouTube every day, 12 to 3.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, non-spawn. But he was saying that he didn't know Stone Cold was coming out. He didn't know any of that. So, true professional.
Yeah.
To just go with it like that. Good for him.
And I think when you go back and look at it, you could see it on his face. He's like, wait, what? Are you really doing this?
You're really coming? Yeah.
So.
But that stunner, that Theory took,
awesome.
where he jumped out of the building.
So good.
Yeah. And then the stunner Pat took,
Pat took a really good one.
The beer
and Vince
spit.
probably took the best stunner of all time because of how bad it was. It was so horrible.
Did you see the editing that the video crew did?
Phenomenal job by them.
It looks like Vince took a stunner.
Phenomenal job by them.
But if you watched it live, Vince almost fell out of the ring.
So bad. I think great is a good spot for this.
Yeah.
For the whole segment, I think great.
Yeah, I don't think Vince will ever touch a ring ever again. That was it.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, we say that, but it's Vince, so we'll see.
Stone Cold sent them out.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. The Miz and Logan Paul defeat the Mysterios.
I'll let you lead on this one.
I think this was good. Okay to good.
Where do you put this against Knoxville and Austin?
I think it was
or Pat McAfee.
Definitely worse.
Worse.
I think because it wasn't. It's tough.
It's not the same. I know
it's not. It's not. And not to say that Pat was a joke segment.
Yeah.
But this was a match.
That segment was about Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
That's what that was. It was about showcasing that Pat McAfee can wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was just presented as a match with a celebrity.
Yes. And Logan Paul was very good.
I thought he was great, actually.
I would love to see him come back and face The Miz.
His only problem is he had to stop having fun. And I know that sounds. He was having too much fun.
He smiled through the skull crushing.
Yeah, so he's got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
But other than that...
Do you blame the guy?
No, he's having a great time.
I think good is fair because realistically it was,
He's probably
It's hard for me to put any match with the Mysterios as great.
He's probably third best celebrity we've had, I would say. I can think of.
Are you counting Pat?
Pat was 1 and Bad Bunny is 2.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Logan's 3.
Yeah, if you're counting Pat, then definitely.
Well, I mean, even Pat before he was signed officially was having 2 great matches. So.
True, Adam Cole.
Yeah. All right, let's do this one.
Drew McIntyre versus Happy. Yeah.
This was bad for a multitude of reasons.
I have never been more mad at someone kicking out of a move in my life.
Yeah. They screwed him.
The only protected finisher left in WWE, I'm pretty positive about that. Pretty positive.
Can almost guarantee it.
I'm 99.
I can't think of a single one.
Yeah. The End of Days, one of the only protected finishers in recent memory.
Yeah. And
for this nothing burger of a match that we've seen 100 times, with a feud that we've seen 100 times, Drew McIntyre kicks out of the End of Days. I was so dejected.
Yeah.
I don't even have words for how mad I was.
Yeah, this is a bad one.
And I didn't need Corbin to win.
No, he didn't.
I just needed him to not hit the
just
end of
don't do
days.
it. Just don't even do it.
Just don't do it is the right answer. And the fact that he kicked out and then almost like it wasn't long after that he just hits the Claymore and it's over.
Yeah.
Like it's disrespectful. And like maybe I sound like ridiculous and I'm too passionate.
No, but it is.
But he's done jobs for you, job after job after job for you as a company. And then the one thing he has is a protected finisher. No title reigns to go with it.
And he
even said,
I think it was the bump.
Yeah, how much?
I would rather
yeah.
have my finisher protected for my career than win the WWE title.
Because it matters. People knew that it was protected, and Drew McIntyre kicks out for a nothing burger of a match, and then cuts the ropes down with a freaking pool noodle.
Yeah, like if Corbin was fighting Roman on Mania or something like that, and Roman kicks out at like 2 1/9,
and it mattered
9/10, and because that's shocking, because everyone's like, oh my god, he hit Roman within the days. It's over.
Roman,
it's it.
1, that makes Roman even stronger.
Yeah.
2, it's in the championship match or likely the main event of WrestleMania. Like. It's like infuriating.
Yeah,
like it's really it's making my blood boil because like something like that matters. Like I'm not saying it's not the streak for Undertaker, of course not.
But it matters a lot.
It's a protected finisher.
Yeah.
Like when moves matter, people care about it. This is like look at the super kick now. Who wins on a super kick?
Yeah.
In any show, any brand.
No one.
AEW, WWE, NXT. TNA, Impact, whatever, like nobody. Because it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the end of days is going to not matter.
But it doesn't matter.
It did matter.
Yeah, it did matter.
And now it matters less.
Yeah.
It does nothing for Drew either.
No.
Like, because he kicked out of it, you kicked out and beat Corbin. You were beating Corbin the whole time.
You were beating Corbin the whole time.
Nobody ever doubted that you were beating Corbin. If you lost, it would have been the biggest shock. It would have put Corbin to the moon.
Yeah.
But instead, they burn the finisher, and Drew McIntyre wins.
Yep.
It sounds like I hate Drew. I don't. I like Drew a lot. I'm a big Drew fan.
It's not Drew's fault. Like, you're not mad at Drew. He didn't do it.
The decision
to do it. It was bad.
It's so frustrating. Yeah. Very, honestly, very upset.
Yep.
Move on.
All right. Get into our big name segments, I would say.
And granted, we did Roman early, but that's because the match was so...
Yeah. All right. Kevin Owens... KO show, which leads into Stone Cold beating Kevin Owens.
If this was just the show, it would have been okay.
Yeah.
It quickly turned into must-watch.
I think this is must-watch.
Quickly.
Yes.
Because Steve Austin, for being 19 years removed, whatever it is, he got warmed up.
Looked good.
Good.
He looked good.
Not,
he took one bump that I was like, Steve, not a good one.
But, again... I know how I said Sami Zayn's the only person I could have put on that other match. I don't know if Kevin Owens is the only one, but he did a damn good job of working with Steve.
Did you see the statement he put out like a little bit after? He was like, when I asked Steve if I could use the stunner, and he like gave me his blessing and everything.
Yeah.
He was like, while it wasn't my intention at the time, like kind of playing the long game a little bit there too.
Yeah.
Because once you do something like that,
it's an instant rivalry.
If he ever does come back, there's only one person.
Yeah.
So. Good on him.
Yeah.
And that's somebody who deserves it. Kevin Owens deserves something like that.
I know we were especially skeptical of that being the main event of night one. It couldn't have gone any other way.
No, it had to be.
You couldn't have followed that up.
Because there was a match, it had to be.
You couldn't follow it up. And boy.
Austin's last match being in Dallas, started in Dallas, all that jazz,
Very good, man.
Awesome.
Very, very good. Like, when I say must watch, like, the whole segment is because Kevin Owens does what Kevin Owens does, cuts a good promo. Yeah. Steve Austin on the mic is always fun, like even though he's 19 years removed, but whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely a must-watch. I mean, I got nothing else to say about it.
It was really
just
really
happy
good.
The way it played out.
It was definitely, as someone who was like maybe Stone Cold shouldn't have a match, this was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Edge joins the Brutes. I mean, Edge starts his new faction and defeats AJ Styles.
So AJ hit his head.
Yeah.
AJ bumped his head.
AJ bumped his face.
I don't mean to be this guy, but
like
AJ is not the tallest wrestler.
Yeah, how low is that?
So like Roman walks out, doesn't do it.
Almost walked out.
Almost walks out, doesn't do it. Randy walks out, doesn't do it. AJ must have cut that corner hard and fast.
And it's a shame. This is kind of selfish. It's a shame he came out first. Because I think if he would have came out after doing that pissed, this match would have been a lot better.
Which is like a little thing because he would have just been fired up and got right into it, made us. But it's not a big deal.
No, but I think this match was good.
Yeah, I definitely expected more. Not that they didn't tear it up.
No, I think
a good match at WrestleMania is a good match.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Yeah.
I didn't love the end.
No,
I think the same thing could have been accomplished without that.
100%.
Like, that spear could have been hit, and then Damian Priest could have come out and congratulated him. If that was how if you were so inclined to get that new group formed at WrestleMania, you could have had it happen that way.
Yeah.
But I guess, in a sense, they did a job of protecting AJ Styles. Yeah. He lost because he was distracted.
100%.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I definitely think in the future they have a lot of room to work now.
Well, they're going right back to the well.
Oh, 100%.
So that feud is continuing.
And I think the second one will be much better.
I hope so.
I think it will.
I love face AJ though.
Face AJ is always good.
Glad they're back.
Face AJ is good.
Heel Edge is going to be super exciting.
Super good.
I think that this could work. I know online everybody, this is a knockoff of the House of Black.
Yeah, the old man faction.
Oh my goodness. Like, no, it's not.
I think they need, if they get Rhea, I think they need a fourth.
Yeah. I think
problem is
3 guys and one girl.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you who. Because the problem with being like a 3-person faction with 2 guys and a girl is like, it feels like you should be a tag team, even if you're not.
Yeah.
Because like, think about like Eminem and like those kind of teams, or like the Hardys and Lita.
Yeah. You know what could be good, and it's not going to happen, but you got the guy playing this role down on NXT. Could have been Harland.
Could have been Harland.
It would have been a good fit.
Yeah, it would have worked.
If that's the character he's playing, why not put him with Edge? Yeah. Learn a ton.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I don't know. They definitely need a third male, I think, though.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So this is another thing, right? Just as like an aside, really not on point at all. Yeah. People complain like, oh, Vince is old. He's going to ruin the company. He's going to die before he sells. Vince tends to know what we want.
100%.
Like, we might complain about it. It's never going to work. And then it works.
Yeah.
Like, it just happens time after time after time. And, like, do I agree with every weekly episode?
No.
No. But they tend to get to
like
the
big
good
picture,
parts.
They tend to nail it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like we said, their weekly decision making isn't the best, but long term, they're pretty good.
They tend to get to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Controversial one here. A lot of people are gonna say a lot of things. Charlotte defeats, shockingly, Ronda Rousey.
This was a huge shock for me.
Yes,
as soon as they announced this was the path they were going, I think if you go back to our January episodes, I was talking about how this is ridiculous that Charlotte has to lose. Well,
they got us.
Go ahead, pie in my face, There
it is.
That doesn't change the fact the match was only okay to me.
I think it was okay.
Yeah,
I think it was okay. I think
the result helped.
Going in, I would have just put it in bathroom break to start.
Yes, it was.
But for a Ronda Rousey match and us having very low expectations for her as a wrestler, I thought it was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah,
it was fine.
Charlotte was great.
I feel like okay and fine are interchangeable.
Yeah, so pretty much.
Okay.
Ronda looked better than I expected her to be, but nothing to write home about.
That match was okay because of Charlotte.
Yes.
Charlotte is head and shoulders above every other woman in wrestling. Yep. I don't care what anybody says.
100%.
Charlotte is the greatest woman wrestler of all time. Charlotte is a top 5 wrestler on the roster today. When it's all said and done, Charlotte will probably be a top 5 all time. Top 10 all time. Okay, top 5 is aggressive. But she'll likely be the highest rated woman of all time.
Yeah. That's probably true. Yeah.
So if she wasn't in there, I don't know if it works out. This goes back to the original main event. Becky, Charlotte, and
Ronda.
If you didn't have Becky and you didn't have Charlotte, obviously that's a completely different match.
Yeah.
But, those 2 women are very, very good. When you're at the top of your game like that, you can carry someone who's not as good.
Yeah, and there's a reason, at the big stages, they keep putting Ronda with people who they know can deliver.
Right.
That's not...
It's not like Ronda go out there
that's
and
not
try
coincidence.
to have a...
That's not, hey, Ronda, go have a match with... Sonya.
This isn't even a
slight.
No
disrespect to Sonya.
No. This isn't even a slight at Bianca. It's not go out there have a match with Bianca.
Yeah.
Because Bianca's very good on her own. I don't know if Bianca's carrying Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's true.
Bianca is right there with,
I don't think I would put Ronda on a big stage with anyone other than the 4 Horsewomen.
Yeah. That's a fair statement.
Yeah, that's maybe Asuka. Maybe Asuka.
I'm going to get a lot of hate for this
one. Not
Sasha?
Yeah,
not Sasha.
I feel like Sasha would hurt herself, and Ronda would be able to help her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not because I don't think Sasha can carry a match. She clearly can.
No, she's very
Her
talented.
Style of wrestling
doesn't work to carry someone else.
To carry someone that's not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shocked at the result.
Yeah, definitely surprising. We'll find out more on Friday.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a return of Lacey Evans.
Return of the Mac. Okay.
That'd be sick.
Speak of the devil.
The other women's match.
Bianca Belair defeats Becky Lynch.
Okay. I knew Becky was losing right away.
Yes.
Becky is starting to be like John Cena.
Yep. Written all over her face.
Wears the losses. Wears it right on her freaking face.
Yeah.
And, like, did she deliver one hell of a match?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so did Cena.
Yep.
Cena would come out pissed or sad and still deliver a great match. That's exactly what Becky did.
Yep.
I don't know if that's part of the character. They cut her hair. She had to, like, whatever.
Yeah.
The body language was, I lost at WrestleMania.
Yeah. It's tough.
I'm not letting that take away from my judgment.
No,
right? Because
I think the first half to a third of this match did leave something to be desired.
But they went for a while.
Once Bianca got kicked in the face, they turned it up a notch.
Well, that was pretty late in the match, wasn't it?
It was about halfway.
Yeah. They went for a long time.
They did. They gave them a fair amount of time.
You can't come out on fire and
of course
gas out 10 minutes into your 30-minute match. This is real close for me.
I think this is a must-watch.
Yeah.
I think it's easily the best women's match of the weekend.
Yeah.
I think it's easily the best women's match of 2022 so far.
Yeah.
And probably will end up being the best women's match, unless something happens at SummerSlam.
There's a lot of year left.
Unless something crazy at SummerSlam or Survivor Series, it's probably this.
Yeah. That was, I mean, I know I just said, like, Bianca can't carry the match, but she didn't have to, which is fine.
Becky,
because Bianca, the individual competitor, is phenomenal.
And that was the best KOD she's hit to date.
She was pissed.
It was a really good one.
She got kicked in the face, and then, she, like you said, she started going hard after that. I'm trying to critique it because, like, just gassing up everything. But it's a great match.
No, it's an awesome match,
In terms of the weekend, it's definitely must-watch.
Yeah. I think, comparing it against, like, other great matches of the year that will come, it probably won't be in a must-watch category. But comparing to the rest of the card, absolutely. There
are two women at the top of their game, right? Yeah. Like, Becky is still up there, still the top of her game, and Bianca has kind of cemented herself at the top of the division. So, like, when you get that kind of face-off, when you get that kind of matchup, you expect big things. So my expectations were high for the match, and I was not disappointed. So, must-watch. Good category.
Just a quick aside.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair, 2-0 at WrestleMania. Against 2 of the 4 horsewomen.
Well, did you see her tweet?
A while, she said she wants to beat all of them.
Well, she's 3-0 because she beat Bayley, but not at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but...
So she is going to come for Charlotte next year, 100%.
I think so.
And she's going to win.
Will she end up beating all 4 of them at Mania?
My early prediction is that Bianca beats Charlotte next year
at Mania.
Yeah. And that...
Need that 4-horse for the Fatal 4-Way, too.
If I can go, like, crystal ball into the future, that will be the greatest women's match of all time.
It'll be up there. Because, like, as good as Becky is and Bayley is and Sasha is, like, they're not the athletes that Bianca is and Charlotte is. Yeah. So, like, that'll be nuts. Yeah. That'll be crazy. Give them 45 minutes and just let them go.
They could main event freaking night 2 if they want.
You know what I really would like to see that match? I would love to see that Hell in a Cell. That would be awesome.
I know they just unified the men's titles. I don't know if
We'll see what happens with that.
With Roman.
But held by the same person.
If they're going to that same principle and they have those 2 women get after it, winner takes all, they're going to deliver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
The match we've all been waiting for.
Yes. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The most must-watch match of the weekend.
Versus Seth freaking Rollins. I mean, this is an easy #1 must-watch. I'm going to put it in the front of must-watch.
This is 1-1. This is what that is. You had it, and you messed it up.
I can't get it back. All right, there we go.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Matters to me.
Yeah, I mean...
Not only is this a must-watch match, this is a...
Must-watch moment.
This is an all-time moment.
Yeah.
And say what you will about, you didn't care when he left, like we said before.
You're right. Maybe I didn't.
Doesn't matter.
But I care now.
I care now.
Yeah.
I care now.
And I don't know how I felt in 2013. How am I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it was when he was Stardust. 2015. Who knows? But him coming back, the anticipation, the hype for it, the music hits, the crowd going crazy, Seth kind of smirking, laughing like this is ridiculous. Like,
tell you stand up.
Yeah, tell me to move. Telling you like how ridiculous it is you come back here. And then just like the little intricacies in the match. Seth hitting him, welcome back to the big leagues.
Yeah, the Stardust thing.
Yeah, the Stardust thing.
So good.
It was... It's so good. This is as close to like... Without a story, right? As close as you can get to perfect.
Yes.
Because there are story matches where like the payoff is all better, and like what we talk about WrestleMania 28 all the time.
Yes.
That is a perfect match to me. It's Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Tate. Perfect match. This is as close to perfect as you could get.
Without a build-up, this is perfect. For a first time, like whatever, this is perfect.
And WWE knows what they're freaking doing. Seth did not lose anything by losing that match.
Not at all.
He had to take 3 consecutive crossroads to lose. Yeah. And did he hit a stomp?
No, I don't think so.
He didn't, right?
Yeah,
so they did a great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
The only thing, and this is they've done it twice now, when someone comes back or someone debuts, show me the freaking Titantron. Yeah. Stop showing me the arena. Stop showing me the wrestler in the ring. Show me the Titantron. You've now done it with AJ and Cody.
The funniest thing...
Just show me the Titantron.
The funniest thing about Cody is he was coming up, but you saw his head under the
That was fine, too, but like... The crowd popped before we could see... Us at home could see the logo on the Titantron. Yeah. Like, I would have popped at home if I saw the logo as it came up, just like everyone else. Yeah. Just be better with that.
Man. You got to rank Mania. Give it a out of 10.
I think this was like a... I think this was like an 8. I think this was a very good WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think when I went back and I said it, I gave it like a 7.
I think to have... And I know it's harder with 2 nights.
But 7's not a bad score.
To have 6... I'm sorry, to have... What is that? To have 10 of your 15 matches being above average, and to have 3 of those... So...
And if we're being honest...
So 20% of your card is... You have to watch this. Mm-hmm. For the way the product is today, that's really good. That's like very good.
Extremely good. But just to like counter my own point where I say it's a 7, even being critical of the okay matches, like I wouldn't skip any of that. I would need to watch Lesnar and Reigns, and I would need to watch Charlotte and Ronda.
You know what's crazy? All 3 of them must watch at night 1.
Wow. I mean, night 1 was the better night again.
I feel like that always happens.
And
night 2 is better on paper, and night 1's better.
We were so critical of night 1. We were saying, oh, it's not going to be good. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. And then, no. There they were.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But it's funny, though, is like
4 out of
the rest
are night
is night 2. Yeah. Great and good is all night 2.
Sami Zayn was night 1.
Oh, sorry. Sami Zayn was night 2. Miz was night 1.
Night 1. Gotcha.
But the rest were night 2.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in terms of balance, you can't really complain then.
No, it's pretty good. Yeah, it was solid.
Man, it was a good WrestleMania.
It was a good. That's what I said. It was a very fun WrestleMania.
Like, that's a good way to put it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Will it go down in history? Probably
of course not. No. But it was very fun. And the thing is, like,
it was getting a lot of love too on Twitter.
Yeah, people really liked it.
The internet does not give WWE love.
No, it did get a lot.
This was getting a lot of love.
And the further we go away from the Attitude Era, no one will ever admit that WrestleMania is better than their favorite.
Okay, that's true.
Like, no one would...
This was unless
like, they come out with a Mania that's, like, absurd. Yeah. No one's going to be like, oh, it's better than 20, it's better than 23, it's better than 19.
Well, kind of like what we said. Well, what you said is, it's going to be impossible. Yeah. It just flat out say it. It's going to be impossible to make a 2-night event as impressive from top to bottom as a 1-night event.
Of course.
Because you're just going to have
too
matches
much is gonna fall
like
in the cracks.
Drew and Baron Corbin, or the Usos, and like someone gets hurt, or you rush a match like Sheamus.
Yeah.
Like, it's just going to be impossible. Yeah. And credit to WWE for only making them 3-ish hours each.
Yeah.
3.5.
It was 4. They were both about 4.
Yeah, it's cut short from injury both times.
Yeah.
But
it was 4 full hours both times.
But good for them not run till 1 a.m.
Yeah, because they could have.
Would have killed me.
Yeah. But other than that,
it's good.
Pretty good WrestleMania.
Not bad.
All right, guys.
Anything else?
I think that's all I got. Definitely watch SmackDown Friday. Definitely watch SmackDown Friday.
And again, if you didn't see it, watch NXT UK.
Yes, watch
Only like last 20 minutes.
Just watch the last match.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. If you like this, we're going to start doing a little more interactive stuff, hopefully, now that we got the laptop and everything.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe down below. Comment. Let us know your favorite match of WrestleMania.
Definitely.
If you disagree with something on our list, please let us know why. Very interested to see your guys' takes.
Yep.
Follow us on the socials, also in the description, but Instagram and Twitter @resthold_pod. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify in case you don't have time to watch a YouTube video. Feel free to listen along. That's why we kind of try to explain everything instead of just showing it. So, all right.
Guys, with that said, thanks for hanging out. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, comment, all that. Interact with us.
Definitely.
Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, all that.
We try very hard to live tweet the shows. Obviously, our schedules are busy. 3 days a week's a lot.
Yeah.
We understand that for everyone. So it is for us too when we have full-time jobs and stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out.
Peace.